Greetings and welcome. You are in the zone, the biz info zone, where the savvy social entrepreneur gets to plan their purpose, express their purpose, plan their next moves, implement to the highest degree because of the systems and processes that you have in place, and take your life and your business into the realm of prosperity. And you know, there are a lot of us who get stuck in the stuff of our own story or what we believe is the story that we're supposed to move forward under somebody else's story. And it's just all the stuff that stops us. Well, today, there's no more limits. And our guest is going to tell us how that can happen for everyone. In the meantime, I just want to take a moment to introduce myself. I'm Lynn Hawkins. I'm your host. I am the founder and dean of the P3 Academy of Social Entrepreneurship, where we teach entrepreneurs to be social entrepreneurs, do bigger business, and do more good in the world. And the Biz Info Zone is where you can find some of the people who are bringing their strategies, their tools, their ideas and things that they have actually put into practice to help you to move your business to the next level. And I'm so excited because my guest today is someone who is mentoring me, and I've had some amazing things to happen because of it. And I just have to tell you that when you think about the levels of growth and the levels of possibilities, this gentleman talks about, and I truly wholeheartedly believe that we are not only infinite beings of light, but we live in a world of infinite potential and possibilities. And, you know, I started off 2015 by saying 2 plus 1 plus 5 equals 8. 8 being the infinity symbol, and 2015 being the year of infinite potential and possibilities. We're here today to talk about that and to talk about how to think, see, hear, feel, go beyond business success. And it has to do with conscious creation and level 5 mentoring. And this gentleman right here, Mr. Brian Ridgway. Brian, hi, welcome to the show.
Hey, I'm glad to be with you, Lynn. We're going to have some fun today for sure.
Well, absolutely. I'm sure I always have fun when you and I get together. And I would love it if you could just take a moment and tell our audience a little bit about how you got on this journey to doing what you do now, focusing on entrepreneurs, focusing on helping people to the degree that you do because of level 5 mentoring and conscious creation.
Okay, well, my story starts at the beginning. Being a child in a home where there wasn't much love, there was a lot of anger, a lot of fear, a lot of scarcity. It's common, very common. Different people, you hear Oprah's amazing story about some of the stuff that she went through. It appears that there's a theme that some of the people that come to this earth to experience the toughest childhoods and really have extremely tough experiences, coming out with extremely low self-esteem and low opinions of themselves, they either go into total trouble and never make it out, or they somehow turn that into miracles. And for me, like the first 46 years of my life was pretty much like living in hell. That self-esteem and the beliefs and the self-image and the identity and the paradigm that I came out of that childhood with, my mantra, as I've said many times, that was buzzing in my body, buzzing through my mind for the majority of my life was, stupid, ugly, worthless piece of shit. And I'm not trying to shock anybody. I'm not trying to be polite either. That was my reality daily. That's how I saw myself. That's what I felt about myself. It wasn't really conscious, and yet it was driving all of my language and behavior, which dictates your actions, which dictates your outcome, which dictates your destiny and what you get out of life. And my primary question that I was asking unconsciously most of the time was, what's wrong with me and what's bad about to happen now? And it's really shocking how many people that's true for in different ways. And I work with billionaires, I work with homeless people, and I see similar themes running in literally 99.9% of the people that I talk to. It's very, very rare that I run into someone who's either had such a miraculous life from early childhood, really in a totally loved, balanced, safe home with two parents that were totally in love. It's the rarest thing. It doesn't have to stay that way, but it is. So the vast majority of us come up with some complex mixture of these feelings. And as a result, I spent 30 plus years working on myself. I was a self-help junkie, seminar junkie. I spent well over $300,000, 30 plus years, thousands and thousands of hours on every religion, spiritual study, meditation practice, belief elimination, you name it. If it said it was going to help me live a better life, I studied them, I bought their stuff, I did it, I went to the seminars, I applied it. My life actually got worse and worse and worse until finally it got so bad that I was just at the breaking point. And I had a miraculous awakening experience January 3rd, 2011. And this gift that I've had really my whole life, where I could always help other people solve their stuff, but my life just got worse and worse. All of a sudden, it started working, stepped into a miraculous flow that for the last 4 years just gets more incredible every day, blowing my mind by the minute. Started a company helping people to have the same awakening experience and step into this miraculous life, and been able to touch, we're right on the edge of 50,000 people in 83 countries 4 years in, and we're just getting started.
Wow. Amazing. And how are you doing this? I mean, you know, how did you start with this? Was it, I know you're doing it online now. How were you doing it prior to this online presence and the tools that have been created for us to reach more, teach more in such an exponentially larger scale?
Well, you know, I did start the business online 4 years ago. The business itself, I started initially online. I live on the big island of Hawaii, and there's a very, very small population on the island. And I've done nearly zero work there on the island. It's all been Google Hangouts, Skype, phone. But I basically, at 2 or 3 years of age, I realized, A, I was weird. And B, I had a really weird gift. I was able to look at a person and literally adults. I just freaked everybody out around me because I could look at them and see, oh wow, look at how they're holding themselves back. And I could actually articulate it from a very early age. And so I've been doing it my whole life. I have literally been able to help people break free from just about any life issue in a matter of minutes, always less than an hour. My whole life I've had that gift. And the last several years that I was in quote business before I started this company, I noticed that every time I went in to help a company increase their business, I was actually just helping the person or people that were running. There was no business. And I came to this conclusion way before I really got the whole spiritual energy reality. There is no such thing as business. It doesn't even exist. It's a word we made up to point to a series of concepts. It means something different to you than it does to me. But the minute we get stuck on the word business and we agree with it, all of a sudden we're stuck with other bullshit ideas like success and failure, which have no reality. You can't eat them, you can't bite them, you can't put it in your pocket, you can't break it in half and give some to a friend. They don't exist. These words point to nothing but ideas, different for you and different for me. But these words have rules attached to them. And then we're stuck. So here I was helping these businesses increase their business by hundreds of thousands, millions, or tens of millions. And I woke up with the fact that I was actually just helping the person. There was no business there. I was helping the person. And so when I had this awakening experience, January 3rd, 2011, I was helping a company. And about 6 months in, one morning I woke up and it was, stop. Do what you do with every person All right, Lynn, I'm going to check and see. Okay, looks like we're live. Maybe Lynn got kicked off. So I will just continue and let me see. Oh, I'm watching here. It looks like Lynn is re-entering the call. It looks like we're still live. I'm communicating with Lynn to see where we stand.